According to sources, Bollywood shows a net growth of 9% in India. Hi, I am Amit Barwa, Assistant Professor at the Department of Film and Television in Inspiria. Orson Welles once said, "A writer needs a pen, a painter needs a brush, but a filmmaker needs an army." In this video, we look at the career aspect that this subject has got to offer. Let's break this down really quick. This industry does not require only actors. It takes trained personnel to work or to make this industry work. There are three phases that we need to keep in our mind. Pre-production, followed by production, and then lastly post-production. Pre-production is where the ideation takes place. The idea or the concept. Note what exactly are we planning to do. Say suppose we're making a film. First you come up with an idea as to what your film is going to be about. So then that idea you basically conceptualize and write the founding idea, the formative idea, that is the concept note, your story in short. Once you have the concept note ready, then you write the story. Now there are films which are adaptations out from a novel. Now if you don't have a novel, you need to write that particular story. After you're done writing that particular story, you need to write it in a format which is readable and understood by professionals across who make film. That particular format is called the screenplay. Now to be able to write a screenplay, you need basic understanding of how that works. Script writers are hired at this junction. Writing for screen is different from writing for the audio or writing for the visuals. Then we have budgeting. You need to budget. After you decide as to what are the equipments that are required, what are the locations that you need to shoot for, then the actors that are required. So you need to hire, you need to scout the locations and then come up with a proper budget. So budgeting, hiring, wrecking, then comes equipment rentals, and what equipments you have, you need to check them, do you need to replace a few. So it's a huge task this. So pre-production, after you're sorted with your script, after you're sorted with your budgeting, after you're sorted and you're ready to move forward, then you go to production. Now what is production? Production is where you shoot. So it's where the real shooting takes place. So after all the planning that you've done, now you come back, you go to the location, studio or location, and shoot. So there you need personals who are trained to handle a camera, handle the lights, handle the tripod, you need professionals who take care of the actors who are there, actors who are coming in, coming out. You need trained professionals to manage that. Somebody who's managing the camera, lights, electric keyboards and stuff like that. Then you have post-production. Now post-production is where the magic finally takes place. Post-production is where the editors come together, stitch the final product. Now there's a very famous allegory about how the entire filmmaking process is like cooking. So suppose I want to cook chili paneer, for instance. So what do I do first is I ideate. Like I have to ideate. What do I want to cook? Chili paneer. So that's ideation. That's pre-production, you see. Once I know what I need to cook, now I need to make a list of things I need to buy to be able to cook this. So this particular phase, like I need to buy paneer, I need to buy some onions, I need to get some ginger garlic, maybe some sauce, some other oil. So this is pre-production. This is where I visualize what I want to do. Then comes production. Now what is production is where I actually go to the market and buy this product. This is called production. Okay, and then once I come back home and I start cooking, that is where all the magic takes place. So this is post-production. So these are 3 phases of production, and these 3 phases of production require men and women to be differently skilled and take on their jobs and roles seriously. While we spoke about the different individuals who would be responsible for making a film, a production house will always have departments like a wardrobe department, a makeup department, a camera department, basically people who are working with the camera, and cinematographers and stuff, electric department which will be responsible for managing electricity and getting your extension boards in place and stuff like that. The department of film and television is a booming prospect in a country like India, where films are always on a high. This was Amit Barwa, and delivering this to you was a pleasure. I'll take this opportunity to sign off, and until next time, see you.